Welcome to SU Wolf podcast. Today's topic is don't be dependent on chemicals. And chemicals could be like coffee, or it could be alcohol, or maybe it could be some sugar rush or anything like that. So what happens is a lot of people, they are sometimes dependent to get maybe in the right state of mind. What you see is commonly in bars, some people, they need to get drunk first to start talking to people, or some people to start their day, or to start their work or start talking to people. Some people, they need coffee, or some people, they have some ritual or something that I need to do this or that before I need to do something, those kind of things. So I think your body, or your mind, it is something that you think you know need it, but you should not be dependent on those kind of things. It is better that if you're someone who's using alcohol or cigarettes, to get something like that, to get into a social mood and those kind of things. If sometimes if you're sober, or if you don't have those things, what will you do if those kind of situations happen, or if you're always dependent on coffee. And it can be something a lot of people are, they become dependent on it, they need it every few hours, or if they're getting stressed out, or in the morning they need it the first thing to get their adrenaline going. Adrenaline, I don't know, I think I'm pronouncing it correct. Adrenaline, yeah, that is correct. So they need to get a pump or a push going, that they do it. Maybe some people need it in bodybuilding. They need to get a pre-workout, without which they cannot start their workout. So those kind of things, everyone has their things that they need. But I think you don't need these kind of things, in the sense that you should not be dependent on them, because a lot of times these things are not going to be available. And it is better that instead of relying on those things to get your confidence up and those kind of things, or if you're thinking that you need to be in the correct state. A lot of people have that, they think that I need to be in the correct state of mind, and they watch some videos and think that this if you're in the correct state of mind, or they've experienced it before, that they were previously in a state that they think they could accomplish anything, they had some confidence or boost going on, and they got some good results, and they think that I need to get that state back to accomplish. And what you have to realize is it's just a matter of momentum, and you have to be okay with it if you're not getting results that are perfect in the starting. But as your momentum picks up, that if you do something, maybe it's at the gym, that if you start 1 or 2 days without your pre-workout, you will eventually have the energy to do it without pre-workout also. A lot of people do it. It might not be so intense, but I'm saying is, it is not something that you need to depend on. And a better example would be alcohol. A lot of people think that just because once they get alcohol, they're able to socialize better, but in the long term it is bad for your health, and you'll make bad decisions. And I don't think I need to say what are the bad things that can happen with it. You already know about it. So those kind of things, so it's better that you learn to maybe talk to people and those kind of things without alcohol. And the state of mind also, so it's like kind of like some writers have it, I need to get into the correct state when I need to do it. But there are other authors who just sit down in front of a notebook or a notepad or computer and they just start writing, and those kind of things. And I think professional athletes also, they don't look for some kind of motivation or those kind of things. They just something that they have to do every day, so they just start right away. They don't think so much about it, and neither should you. And how it applies in marketing and sales is, I was coming to that. It was just not a rant about something that going on. So what happens is, a lot of people, they try to use this kind of things, that they need to take someone out to lunch, or they need to take someone out for a coffee, or they need to take someone out for an alcohol to do this, or they need it themselves, and maybe they need to listen to some music before getting pumped, and those kind of all things are helpful. Like maybe music is helpful, or they need to get into the correct state of mind. They maybe need to listen to those audio tapes and those kind of things. And you can do it if you're not doing anything else, but what you have to realize is you do not need it. There's a difference between doing something when you need it and doing something just because you want to do it. So if you still want to do those things, you can enjoy your cups of coffee, or you can take people out to lunch, or you can have those occasional music pumps, loud music to get you pumped up for some a pitch or something like that. But the important thing is, you should not be needing it. So that is what my point is, and you should be guiding it all along. You should not be dependent on the place where you take someone to out to lunch to pitch someone, or dependent on the quality of maybe the liquor that you treating someone to get someone to do the talking and those kind of things. On neither should you be dependent on you having the correct state of mind all the time, because if you know in your mind what is the correct thing to do, you do not need the correct state all the time. Nobody has there's no such thing as 100% having the correct state all the time. It's just about momentum, and you should be okay with it. What's important is you should be okay and acknowledge that you are not correctly in the state right now. Maybe if you're feeling a little sleepy, you can acknowledge it, that today maybe you didn't have sleep and you're feeling a little sleepy today. And after that, once you acknowledge it, you can carry on with your pitch and those kind of things. So it is all right. It is, of course, if it is helps you, you do whatever helps you within the reason of your. It does not affect your health and those kind of reasons, things. And other than that, I think even if you want to do it, you can do it, but don't be in a place that you need those kind of chemicals or states to do something. So that is not bad, good for the long run. So that's all. Hope this helps, and thank you for listening to the SEO podcast. This is Harwin signing out.